Good news about tomorrow's video. 20 pounds of gushers.
I quit.
That's fair.
In today's video, we want to find out what happens if we melt down 9 pounds of Starburst. Callie just the other day was telling me that she felt bad that we hadn't gotten to unwrap hundreds of anything recently. So I went and got a whole lot of Starburst. Weren't you saying something like that?
9 pounds.
Is either that or she hates unwrapping things. I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention apparently. But I got a bunch of Starburst, and Starburst can melt. They don't like turn into a soup. You can't put them in the cotton candy machine because they've got so many.
They're individually wrapped, Nate.
Yeah, well, for now. Soon they'll be individually unwrapped, and then we'll have 9 pounds of unwrapped Starburst.
They're not even easy like Jolly Ranchers to unwrap. Like, you've got to get your nail. Oh,
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Unwrapping party.
Here's the basic idea. We've got a whole lot of Starburst, and we want to see what happens if we melt them together. We're gonna try putting all 9 pounds in one pot to see if we can get sort of a Starburst soup and figure out what we can do with it. So, let's open these.
So I specifically don't buy Starbursts because I hate unwrapping Starbursts. I discovered recently that there's those mini ones that come unwrapped. Those are okay. I really hate unwrapping Starbursts.
Better than gushers.
Nine pounds of Starburst.
Nice. Almost 9 pounds of Starburst.
If you've never had Starburst roast over a fire, kind of like a marshmallow, it's actually pretty good. We don't have a fire inside we're going to be using right now, but I do want to try using a heat gun and see if heat gunned Starburst are any good. It's warmer and squishier. Counts for something. I'm gonna try microwaving some. That was 30 seconds. Some of them seemed to almost boil up, and you can see there's some bubbled spots. They're definitely squishier, so you absolutely can microwave Starburst. So these are like half microwave melted. I'm just gonna stirring the Starburst so I just get a blob. So this melted Starburst goop does a pretty impressive job of not sticking to my gloves at all. So I'm gonna see what happens if I pull it like taffy for a while.
Bet you make taffy.
Yeah, it'll be like Starburst taffy. It's just, I mean, Starburst is already like a dense taffy, so maybe I'm just gonna make a slightly less dense Starburst. Or maybe it's just gonna cool down too much while I'm doing this. It's still quite hot, but maybe it's just gonna cool down a lot and I'll just stop being able to pull it.
For my first attempt at ever making something with Starburst, I'm pretty proud. All right, what's next?
Well, I melted a bunch of Starburst in the microwave and I tried just pulling it to see if it would turn into taffy as it cooled down.
No air in that, I'm saying.
Like a little, like it's a tiny bit whiter color than the original, but not a lot. Texture's just like a little chewier maybe.
Yeah, a little softer. Basically the same.
Well, I think we should melt a bunch.
Oh boy. That'll be an adventure.
So here's my thought. I want to try melting some on the stove And then I'll also melt some in the microwave, and whichever one melts all the way first, we'll add to the other one.
Like it. Let's go for it.
If we can get these to all melt nicely without severely burning, then we'll try combining them and then pour them into a mold. Let's see what we can do.
I'm gonna go with low.
Very low.
Just as low as it can go.
You know what? I think we should abandon the stovetop because this is going so quickly. Like this has been in for 45 seconds, 3, maybe 4 times, and it's already like squishy gooey. I'm gonna do a little bit longer to try and get somewhat runny. I mean, it's not gonna be runny, but a little more. But this is gonna take way too long and has a very high potential for burning. So I think let's just do this in a couple batches and then
I like it.
We'll be good. Well, we have our diamond play button mold that hasn't gotten use in a while, and I think we're just gonna take some of this.
Looks like a rainbow now. This is great.
Yeah, this is fun colors here, and it's not liquid, but it's very smushy. So I think we're just gonna try and take it and smush it down into the mold, melt some more, and then pour it down on top of that. All right, yeah, let me just make sure that it's not like leaving air bubbles or anything in here. I really want it to fill all the little nooks and crannies.
This didn't even begin to start. They're sort of melted on the bottom, but it would have burned.
The microwave is way better way to go with Starburst.
45 seconds?
Yep, I'm just doing for that much of the time.
So Nate has got our diamond play mold completely filled with Starburst. So we're gonna pop this in the fridge and we'll take a look at it tomorrow.
That held up a lot better than I thought it was going to.
I mean, it's
solidified pretty good.
It's even still maneuverable if I just want to fix it from tilting.
So we took our many, many pounds of semi-melted Starburst and squished them into our diamond play button mold. We then put it in the fridge overnight. It's fairly solid at the moment.
Yep.
More so than a regular Starburst, but probably not more than a regular Starburst in the refrigerator. So let's pop this bad boy out and see what we've got.
Bad boy.
Bad boy, yes.
I think we have a pretty darn good mold.
Oh yeah.
Yes!
Look at that.
Good!
Diamond play button made out of Starburst. I'd say that's
tastiest.
probably a first.
Yeah. I do want to discuss something though. We injured ourselves.
Yeah.
I actually have, so this is actually like, I thought it was Starburst stuck under my nail. No, I have this little red mark. I woke up this morning and was like, it feels like I've got a splinter under my nail. I think we just jammed ourselves with the wrapper so many times under our thumbs.
I once worked for a company scrapbooking stuff, like little pre-cut scrapbooking things. You'd then take them and assemble them. My job was cutting all the pieces of paper out with a laser, gathering them all up and organizing them into pouches. And you know, they had sharp shapes and it's just paper or like very thin cardstock kind of thing. And so as I was scraping these off of the laser beds, which is very flat, they would stab me under the nails all the time. And so I am very familiar with the feeling of stabbed under the nail bed by paper. And it's been a while since I've had it on 4 fingers at once.
Did you miss it?
No, no, I really didn't miss it at all. But yeah, just peeling up all of the corners of the Starburst, and we were trying to do it quickly, so we ended up just like paper stab under the fingernails.
But worth it.
I'm thinking we should maybe put this on the display shelf. Our real diamond play button, we are worried about it getting broken because actually our first one did get broken.
So then you melted it.
So then we melted it down. So we have a replacement one, but we like to, for now, we're just keeping it nicely in the case on a shelf where it's not likely to fall and break or anything. We may get around to building a display case for it so it can join the other play buttons on the wall. We've had this one for a while, which is made out of 3D printing filament. So this thing is basically indestructible.
It's been there for about a year now.
Yeah, it's been proudly displayed for a good while.
It's time to replace it.
I think we're gonna try putting our Starburst diamond play button. And you know, the fact that the Eiffel Tower did not completely slump gives me hope.
A little bit of hope.
The Starburst diamond play button will not just melt and deteriorate. We will keep an eye on it, and if it looks like it's starting to slump too much, we'll probably bring this one back. But that works pretty good. That's a giant Starburst right there.
Is there, and I shudder to ask, anything else you want to see us do with a lot of candy? Because we do a lot of things with a lot of candy. Let us know in the comments below.
Guys, that's it for today, but you know, we've always got more to see. If you click that button there, you'll be subscribed to the channel, and that way you're never gonna miss out on a cool video. We've got great stuff coming out all the time. We'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.